Senator, I want to switch to the reconciliation bill, President Trump's one big, beautiful bill. That's now over in the Senate. The deadline that was set was the July 4th break. Are we going to make it? How's it looking?
Yeah, I think it's possible, Tony. And of course, I'm eternally optimistic. But as you know, this week now, the entire the first draft, if you will, of the bill, the entire text is pretty well done. And the Democrats are looking at it. The parliamentarians are going through it. They're looking for those, birdable things that they're scrubbing it through the bird bath to make sure that it's not policy, but solely, revenue and spending. As you know, that we have these wonky rules in the Senate. So we're going through that right now. I think probably the most encouraging thing is that Republican senators have been meeting together for hours every day, apart from everybody else, and including tonight, by the way. We have a vote here in a few minutes, and then we're going to have dinner together as Republican senators for a couple of hours and go through the text and listen to particularly the tax piece of it, Tony. That's really the heart of this whole thing. In fact, if it was up to me, we would have done just the tax piece a long time ago, and it'd be law right now while we discuss other things. But that's not the route that was chosen. So, we're rolling up our sleeves and working the long hours to fine-tune it. We have to get something that 50 people will vote for, as you know. That's the trickiest part. But I think if Speaker Johnson could get one more than a no out of as many as 430 some, we ought to be able to do that as senators by the 4th of July.
Yeah. Senator Kramer, you mentioned the Speaker. He's been very clear about warning about too many tweaks could create problems when it comes back over to the House. Do you foresee any sticking points at this time?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we're going to find more spending cuts. I know that won't break your heart. And we have a rescissions package in front of us now that the House passed by one vote as well, that I'm sure it really breaks your heart that we're going to maybe defund NPR and public broadcasting. But having said that, we're going to make it better. It's plain and simple. We're going to make the tax cuts permanent. The SALT thing is probably one of the stickier things. But Tony, at the end of the day, this bill is going to be good enough that where if you voted for it in the House before, there's no reason for you not to vote for it this next time, because then you're given a binary choice. Is it better to pass it or not? And at that point, I think that the House will pass it as well.
Well, now is the time. If not now, when? When do we right this ship of state?
Right.
Senator Kramer, always great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate your leadership on Capitol Hill.
Thank you, Tony. My pleasure, and I appreciate your witness and your ministry there.